but they look starving. They look like they haven't been fed for ages. He's sending them out, that Rottweilers running around the pitch, hunting teams down. And they've got the composure, and they've got people like Mo Salah who have the killer instinct to finish games off. But I thought every one of their players today performed very, very well. And I said before the game, Arne Slot would have liked to have seen what his team can produce in a game of this magnitude against such a little opposition. European Champions League winners last season. He got a very positive answer, I'm sure, today.
Gareth, for Real Madrid, how will they reflect on that performance?
Yeah, obviously it wasn't a great team performance today, but I think you'll always kind of see the amount of injuries they got. It's very difficult, but obviously Liverpool were by far the better team this evening and really, really dominated the game from start to finish.
Maka, who's rejoined us from commentary, we just called it a statement win there. Rio was saying that we want to see how Liverpool do against some of the top teams in Europe. What do you make of that performance?
Yeah, I thought the performance was excellent, and it was what I expected. Real Madrid were down to the bare bones, Laura. They got an injury to Camavinga. They had to make lots of changes, and Liverpool's energy levels were brilliant, I thought. Real good changes off the bench, high energy play, closed Real Madrid down for most of the game, and I thought they were very dominant.
We're going to get some reaction now from the Liverpool dugout, because it was a huge night for Kevin Callagher and also Alexis McAllister, a goal scorer and a penalty saver. Let's get some reaction now with Jules.
Yeah, Laura, two of the guys instrumental in Liverpool's win over Real Madrid tonight. Guys, congratulations. Alexis, I know you've scored in the Champions League already for Liverpool, but did this one against Real Madrid mean that little bit more?
Well, thank you very much. Yes, of course, when you play against teams like Real Madrid, it's always nice to score, but the most important thing is that we won it, and I think in a really good way. We dominated the game, we deserved it, so we need a couple of times this guy, but thank God that he's there and he really deserves it.
Yeah, Queven, well played again tonight. What is going through your mind when you see Kylian Mbappe stepping up to take a penalty?
Yeah, no, I mean, for me, I don't really look at the player too much, obviously. Felt confident. I've saved two in the last week or so, yeah, I was confident, and then thankfully it went the right way again.
Cody Gakpo got the second goal for Liverpool tonight, Alexis. Has he shown, and the team as a whole, Queven as well, a good example of that every single player in this squad plays their part?
Yeah, that's what we try, and when we say in the dressing room. We know that players that come in are really important to finish the games. And if you want to win trophies, you need them. Of course, it's not nice to be on the bench, but we know that every guy that is here, when it comes in, that's the best for the team.
Does it feel like a statement? You've just beaten the Champions League holders, Real Madrid, here at Anfield.
Yeah, it's obviously, it's a big result. It was a massive game for us. Obviously, they got the better of us the last few times in the Champions League, so that we wanted to come out here tonight and put on a performance, and I thought the lads did really well.
And you do have a 100% record, the only team in the Champions League with that record right now. You've won every single game, you're top of the table. Should Liverpool be spoken of as one of the favourites to go on and win this competition now?
I don't know. I mean, it is nice, but at the same time, it means nothing, because it's just the first phase. So we are happy with our performances. That's the most important thing, and we will keep going.
A Manchester City side, low on confidence, come here to Anfield at the weekend. You are 8 points clear already in the Premier League title race. After a result, a win like this, a performance against Real Madrid tonight, does it feel like you can beat anyone right now?
Yeah, obviously, listen, I think confidence is high within the whole squad. But we know, listen, Man City, they've not been on the best run at the moment, but what a team. So we're going to expect a really tough test again, and it's important that we keep winning the league as well to keep that gap as well. So, yeah, listen, we'll build all this. It's good confidence for the team, and then try go again.
Alexis, you've won plenty Player of the Match awards before, but this must be a special one. You're tonight's Man of the Match against Real Madrid in the Champions League. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Great night for those two. Alexis McAllister, man of the match performance for tonight. He misses the next game against Girona, which is away, because obviously he got another yellow card, so he's going to miss that one game. But look, Liverpool are in such fine form at the moment. Who knows how that will affect them? They are 2 points clear at the top of the Champions League phase table. They are on maximum points. They've only conceded one goal so far, so very, very good for this team. if you want to see all the other goals tonight from all the other games, just look, a brilliant performance and all round. If you want to make a statement and you want to do it in the Champions League, that's kind of how you do it. We've got a lot of analysis that we want to show you, so why don't we get straight into it. Rio, Alexis McAllister making it 1-0, and a brilliant one too between him and Conor Bradley, who had also had a great night.
Yeah, I thought McAllister was one of the best players on the pitch today. I thought he was consistent. I think this was a common theme, run from deep, and he was just floating that ball almost Pirlo-like at times in that position. But here, I like the looks he's given over his shoulder to see where he is, space around him, his awareness, quick feet here, pops it around Bellingham, gets to the other side, and it's a wonderful finish in the bottom corner.
Ali was purring about the weight of pass from Alexis McAllister to Conor Bradley.
Yeah, I think you can see he's a very technically gifted player, and it's kind of that typical South American kind of style. And great 1-2, kind of saw the space, and then great finish in the corner.
A great way to start off against Real Madrid. Next, Macca, was a penalty to Real Madrid. We're going to show the incident first of all. This is Andy Robertson on Lucas Vazquez. Can he have any kind of quarrel about this?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Lucas Vazquez is always going to go to ground. Lucas Vazquez miscontrols it really, and that's what sucks Andy Robertson in to go over. Then he just turns his back because he thinks he's going to cross it. He stamps on his foot. You might be able to say it's minimal contact, but he's always going to go down. He's always going to fall to the floor, and it was always going to be a penalty. It's just confounded it for Andy Robertson because he gave the penalty away against Southampton a couple of days ago. But what I would say, he responded really well from that, Andy Robertson. I thought he was excellent for the rest of the game, but it was a penalty.
This is what you don't expect to see necessarily, Kylian Mbappe, but for Quivin Kelleher, what a save for him, and it off the back of a save at Southampton as well, Rio.
Yeah, I mean, he's not let Liverpool down at all. He comes in, Alisson's obviously the number one, but this guy comes in and it doesn't look like there's any difference really, and that's testament to his professionalism. When the lights are off, he's obviously working very hard, and you get your rewards in these moments like this.
How surprising a moment was that for you, Kylian Mbappe missing that penalty, having it saved?
Again, it does happen. Do you know what I mean? It's I've missed penalties. Everyone's missed penalties. It's just kind of unfortunate at the moment that it's not quite going Mbappe's way. But I think on his day he's the best player in the world, and I think it's just a matter of time before he becomes good.
Do you think though they needed him tonight, didn't they? Without Vinicius, without some of the other stars, they needed him to do something, and he flattered to deceive tonight, and that was his moment. And the Madrid press, you know what they're like, Gareth. They'll be quite ruthless tomorrow, and they'll be ruthless about Kylian because he just didn't deliver again when needed to.
I was going to say, Marco, you've been at Real Madrid, obviously both of you, but there have been times in your careers when you was there, when you were searching for a bit of form and confidence. And what is it like when you're in that cauldron?
Well, you're always searching for a little bit of individual form, but you've always got your 10 teammates that you can look at who can sometimes drag you forward, sometimes win the game. If you've had a bad game, if you win the game, sometimes it hides the fact, which helps. The fact is Madrid are going through a rough patch at the moment. And the big players are not playing well, so that shines the light on him even more. And the fact that he's Kylian and he's coming a free, etc., and all the baggage he brings with him, it just magnifies it by 10. Vinicius is not here. Will Kylian step up tonight? No, he won't. And what they achieved last year was they achieved everything, and this year they're really, really struggling. So it'll be interesting to see how some of them react, because you've seen it tonight. Camavinga's going to be out for a while, and they're going to be filling places in all over the place for the next couple of weeks until the big hitters are back.
Quivin Kelleher as well. Can I just give you this, because I think it's pretty special. He's faced 4 penalties and he saved 3 of those. And for want of a better phrase, anatomy of steel. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like how amazing. And against Kylian Mbappe as well, that does take a lot of
what I would say tonight
confidence
as well, Laura, is that Liverpool had Quivin out, they had Conor Bradley, they had Curtis Jones. Forget Trent, he was on the bench. They had 3 academy players out today as well. So it's not about just buying and bringing in these big superstars from all over the world. They bring their own through as well. So that was a really, really proud achievement for Liverpool fans and the academy people.
Let's also have a look at a chance that Liverpool had, because Salah won them a penalty as well on Mendy. Let's show you the incident first of all, Rio.
Yeah, again, a moment. This is transition. Mendy's very quick. 1v1, he can defend, but Salah, at the top of his game, one of the most devastating players in the world right now, just teases him. Shifts the ball on the outside, and Mendy hasn't got the fleet of foot to be able to turn and sort his feet out, and he ends up a lazy leg out. Hopeful more than anything. That's hopeful defending, and gets punished.
And yet more of a surprise around the corner, because then steps up to take this penalty and it just hits the post and goes wide, Gary.
Yeah, again, the world's best players can easily miss penalties. It's not so easy as easy as it looks on TV. Sometimes the nerves, the situation kind of get better of you. But I think obviously he reacted very well after, and Liverpool continues to go. Obviously, it was a vital part in the moment. They could have really stepped
Scored
on
at
the
the
gas and
weekend.
gone
This
more.
is tonight. His brother would have scored. You see, his brother was all. His brother was like, I would have scored that.
But like you say, when you win, it masks over any negatives.
forgets about it.
You'll get Mbappe now getting all the bad headlines for missing a pen, and nobody will say a thing about Salah. But that's just the way football is.
Cody Gakpo did him a favour as well, though, Ria, didn't it? Getting the second goal. Let's show you this as well. Nice little header.
Yeah, it's a great ball. I mean, Robertson are going to give away a penalty, but this is a wonderful ball here. This is just asking to be put in the back of the net. But what I would say is that the Real Madrid team have got to be questioning the marking in that box. The closest person to Gakpo at that moment is Luka Modric, possibly the smallest man on the pitch in the middle of the 6-yard box. It doesn't make sense to me at all. So there's lots going wrong at Real Madrid right now, and they've got to sort it out quickly before the end of this qualifying period. They may not make it.